Super happy to have you all on board today. And just letting you know, like our last session, the session also would require you all to be on video if that's possible. That would be really great. Okay, because this is something to do with meditation and reaching a different state of mind. Therefore, it would be nice if you all could come up on video. And like last time, we will be taking the session ahead with a few tools which we can use to improve our state of mind and our state of being. Then this is not essentially just going to be regarded to the game, right? Last time when we spoke about how to visualize you being confident and then how you could be more confident. Of course, that confidence is going to build a lot with your practice, but also your mindset is super important. So that is what we spoke about last class or last session. And then Madhu came up with one thing saying that it really helps for her to visualize when she is doing something. And then she feels that she's a lot more calmer and she can achieve a lot more when she visualizes. So, and she asked us to take that forward. And after which I spoke to a few others as well. And one thing that they told me is whatever tools that we were talking about is not just important in the game, but also can be applied to in real life. So, taking that ahead on that note, today we will be talking about visualizing and using that as a tool to help in your game and in anything that you do in life. Well, let me tell you, visualization is a powerful tool. If you use it right, it can help you not only do certain things on that day or be more confident or be more calm, but that's really going to help you to create a life and achieve the goals that you want to achieve instead of being on autopilot. So when we wake up, you just wake up and you know you have to do these things and you're just on autopilot and you just do it like a robot, right? That happens to most of us when we are overloaded with work or when we don't like what we're doing. But if you use this tool, if you harness the tool of visualization and you're able to see clearly in your head that this is what I'm going to do today, this is what I'm going to do after object A, after task A, task B, that is, yeah, would like, yeah, okay, right. That was the message. So when you're doing that, right, when you're able to visualize and you're able to say I'm going to do task A, task B and task C in this order, you're going to be able to do it with more intention. You're going to be able to do it with more power and more meaning. So you know why you're doing it, what is the purpose, why are you doing a certain task. Even be it in game, when you give your brain clear instructions, that is when it is able to work. So there's a saying, everything is created twice, once in your head and once in reality. So imagine you're able to see only clutter, you're able to see confusion in your head, and you're not able to see clarity. What do you think you're going to create? You are, of course, going to create a mess, right? So that is when you use this tool called visualization, where you're able to visualize each and every detail of your task, the intention you're going to put into the task, and the energy you're going to put into the task. Well, that is what is going to help you to clearly create something of meaning. If I have to talk in terms of the game, right? One, if I'm talking in terms of the game, again, like we spoke last time, you're not committed to your cut. You're not committed to running. You're not committed to diving for that disc. You're in confusion. Obviously, you can't see that clearly in your mind. Your mind is not able to take orders. It is seeing only clutter and confusion, and it's going to give the same instructions to your body. Okay, there are about 60 zillion 60 million cells in your brain, but about 80 trillion cells in your entire body. These neurons, which is just 60 million, are going to control the 80 trillion cells in your body. So imagine if you're giving, orders of confusion, orders of clutter, your entire body is going to respond that way, right? So just take the same thing, same concept into your life and into your game. you're giving certain mixed signals, you're giving certain confused, cluttered signals. Your body is going to be confused. It doesn't know if it has to go right, left, jump, dive, no idea, because it's not able to see clearly. That is where this powerful tool of visualization is going to come in. Okay. Now, let me give you another example. Suppose you say in the morning, you wake up and you say, okay, I have to do office work. Okay, that's all is your goal for the day. But how much are you going to achieve? Right? One thing, you wake up and you're just going to do some random work, half intention, not really motivated, right? You're going to be half interested in what you're doing. You don't know what are your goals for the day. You don't know what you have to complete and achieve. So you end up doing half-baked potatoes, right? Half-baked eggs. Your work is half, your intentions are half, your energy is half, interested is half. So because your brain has no clear signal. But at the same time, if you're going to tell yourself, okay, today I'm going to do probably write and draft the first draft of this document, send out these many mails, and next suppose they attend 5 meetings. So now you have 5 meetings, 3 mails, and probably another of something, right? So you have it clear cut, specified. Now your brain has a purpose. It has a goal. Now it has visualized clearly, right? I need to finish this draft. I need to attend 5 meetings. I see that in my head. And also I see that I need to write out so many mails. Clear instructions. Now your brain's going to function like that. It's going to add more meaning for the day. It's going to add more intention, and it's going to give more purpose for your day. The same thing can also be applied on field. So today, if I have visualized, okay, in my practice, all right, I see that I can run this fast. I see I can jump this high. I see I can visualize that this is how much I can push my brain. So when you have visualized that, your brain already has those instructions, your body already has those instructions, it sees clearly. So on field, during the game, when such an incident happens, you've already practiced enough, you've already shown your brain what to do, right? And then you go and execute it, there's more meaning. You have more chances of achieving. So this is how visualization can help create a life of your choice, create the dream goals coming up. You can achieve anything. Now, if we are going to apply the same, this we can harness with a meditation that we can do now. For that, I really request everybody to come on video. That would really help. Okay, if you are on video, I will be able to guide you better. Okay, so during this, we are going to understand how we can use this tool, how to clearly see what are the aspects you need to see when you visualize. Okay, and also understand how we can take this to a next level. Okay, everything is dependent on energies. Everything is dependent on how you visualize and see. You've also heard about manifestation, right? So you can manifest the life of your choice. You can, the law of attraction. If you have heard of these things, how many of you have heard of it? You can put it in the chat box, or you can also tell me. Okay, like you can probably raise your hand. How many of you have heard the law of attraction, or the law of manifestation, the law of energies? If you have heard of it, The Secret, that was a super book that went viral, right? The Secret. If any of you have heard of it, you can put it in the chat box. You can let me know so that I know you understand what I'm saying, right? So all of these work on visualization. What you see, you attract into your life. What you want, what you put your energy into, you attract, right? So that is, again, another session in itself, but we are going to learn to use this tool and learn to use and harness this energy today. Okay, so we can start off with a small, a small meditation. Okay, so all of us, let's sit comfortably and Relax, keep your back straight. Okay, back straight, neck straight. Take a deep breath, relax. All right, so let me get the music up. Take a deep breath, relax, or if you back straight, neck straight. All right, and as we go into a state of energy harnessing, let's completely start concentrating on our breath. Concentrate on your breath and take a deep breath in and relax. Perfect. Now, let us just learn how we can use visualization in our daily life. Let us slowly and steadily start looking around us in our head. Visualize yourself sitting up today in whatever clothes that you're wearing. Visualize your surroundings, anywhere that you're sitting, what is around you. See the color, feel the air around you. See the color of the mattress or the chairs that you're sitting on. See the color of the table that you're putting your hands on. Look around everywhere in your head and feel the energy around you. It could be cold, it could be warm. Start bringing your senses into complete control and awareness. Your sense of smell. If you can smell anything faint around you, your sense of smell. Taste, any taste that you're able to feel in your mouth. Awaken each sense within you. Your sense of sound. What are you able to hear? My voice, anything around you. Concentrate and bring your senses into complete awareness. Your sight here doesn't have to meet with your eyes open. What are you able to see with your inner eye? What are you able to see around you? People sitting around you, every place around you. The tables, the chairs, the cot, the cupboard, everything that you can see in the inner eye. Awaken the senses of your skin. How are you feeling right now? Is it cold? Is it warm? Are you feeling goosebumps on your skin? Everything. Slowly awaken all the five senses and become completely aware of everything around you. Now, visualize your day opening up in front of you. What have you planned for the day? Is it to just relax? If it's so, with what intention are you going to do it? Visualize yourself sitting and watching TV. How are you going to be sitting? Where are you going to be sitting? What are you watching? Why are you watching it? Awaken every sense and question every activity that you're going to do. Slowly see the day unfolding in front of you. How long are you going to watch TV? How long have you planned? Are you going to be playing some games? Just clearly start seeing what you have planned for the day. Giving your dog a bath for half an hour maybe. Watching TV for 3 whole hours. Playing games, online games with friends. Cooking something very tasty. What is it that you're going to cook? How is it going to look? The process of cooking. What are you going to cut? How are you going to add it? Small details of it. How is it going to sound while you're cooking? How is it going to smell? Small details. Visualize each thing, not just in your eye, using all your 5 senses. Your eyes, how is it going to look? Your taste, what do you imagine it to taste like? How is it going to sound while you're cooking? What are the sounds that you hear while you're cooking? Visualize every small detail. Hear it, see it, feel it, taste it. And with every activity that you do, slowly visualize the whole day in front of you. Right from 10 a.m., what are you going to do? 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. Throughout the day, what is it that you plan on doing? How? Why? These are some questions that you can ask yourself every day to set your intention and your purpose right for the day or for that goal. Why do you intend to do it? What exactly do you see yourself doing? How is it that you're going to do it? Where are you going to do it as well? Where are you going to sit down, probably write your meal, sit down, watch TV? Where is it that you're going to do it? Asking these questions are going to take your mind from clutter to clarity. It's going to fill your mind with a purpose and a goal. It's going to give you a reason to get up and perform all your activities. As you see through, you understand that each activity comes out now with a purpose. It could be as small as I want to relax, I want to rest. That is your purpose for the day. Visualization helps you create reality before it even happens, so you can minimize mistakes and work to your full potential. And this is a powerful tool that you can use on a daily basis. Now take a deep breath in and let's affirm to ourselves that you can repeat after me in your head. I, and say your name, whatever your name is. I have committed to this activity. I clearly see it in my head. I clearly know when I am going to do it. I clearly know when I'm going to perform the activity. where I am going to be doing it, why I need to perform any activity of my choice. And now my day is filled with the purpose, and I clearly see it, and I am ready. I am ready to take on this day clearly with the purpose. Take a deep breath in, inhale, exhale. Imagine you're breathing in all the energy that you can and exhaling. And now you know you have a powerful tool in your hand which you shall utilize even at game or even in your everyday life. Every time that you practice a throw, every time that you practice a cut, you have already clearly seen it, and you have practiced the same n number of times. Now you're filled with confidence, you're filled with purpose, and you are ready to win your game. Now take 5 deep breaths in and out. Completely concentrating on just your breath. Slowly rub your palms together. Put it on your eyes and massage it. And open your eyes. All right. So that was one of the most strongest tool that we can have in a short way. Okay. So if you are going to use this and practice this on a daily basis, that's when it's going to get stronger. Okay. That's when you're going to be able to harness the complete power of it. So many people use this. If you look at speakers, if you look at anybody who's going out probably even to war, they can see it clearly in their head. They take a moment to breathe in and out, and they clearly see themselves walking up that stage, being confident, right? They clearly see themselves holding up a mic. They clearly see themselves talking. Even at war, they can clearly see themselves standing there on the borders protecting the country. Even if you're going for game, when you can clearly see in your head standing at that end line and then facing your opponents, and you're filled with confidence to go out there and perform, because now there's nothing but clarity and confidence in your mind. That's when you can completely go give it all in, play all in, and then win your day each day with a purpose. So your brain has clear-cut orders and it can win each day with a purpose. So this is a powerful tool that you need to practice every day, which you can practice every day to completely, gain every single thing that you always desired for. It could be just, going to bed with complete satisfaction because you've seen your day, you've done each and everything that you've planned, and that's it. Okay, so you can let me know how you felt about the entire session, or probably if you have certain doubts, and then we can again take it ahead from here. I think now it's open to discussion. If there's something that you want to discuss.
So Aishwarya, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
So when you do this visualization, when you actively do it, what do you
Yeah.
do when you generally get distracted during visualization? Because I think it's quite easy to get distracted. And,
Yes,
and
100%.
so how do you
Okay,
take care of that?
right. Yeah, so this is one of the major blockages people see, that it's distraction, right? So first and foremost, if people have been practicing meditation, that's a different thing. But if you're new into the whole thing, right, and you're probably trying to visualize, and then you see something yummy, and then in your head you're seeing food, and then that's it. The train of thought is something else altogether. You are probably wondering, I should have this ice cream after this. It's a complete different train of thought. But let me tell you, our brain can have up to 70,000 new thoughts in a day. And that is nothing, anywhere close to being controlled, right? But one thing is, it only comes with practice. One. Second thing, whenever you are getting distracted, that is fine, because it's something new to the brain. The brain is used to thinking 70,000 thoughts, and within 10 minutes, of course, we can have like a whole conversation with ourselves. So that's how fast our brain works, but gently nudging it back on track. Okay, never be hard on yourself. Never be hard like, oh my God, how can you be so dumb? Why are you always thinking of something else? It's fine. It's fine to think of something else, but gently nudge it back. I understand, be an observer. I understand that you have had this thought. That's fine. Let's get back on track. And pull yourself back, finish that visualization, or finish that meditation, finish that one train of thought. And these days, studies prove that people these days are much more less focused than they used to be, because of the different kinds of stimulation. Our phones are always buzzing with notifications, or we are working here and we have like Netflix running, side by side. We are very constantly, very used to having continuous stimulation to our brain, and not one. We think it is awesome to multitask. We usually, there's something called cognitive load as well. That is when we are overloading our brain with multiple stimulations. Okay, multiple stimulations, multiple thoughts. There's somebody talking, or we are very used to doing this. We are working, listening to music. We are working, watching Netflix. We are working, having something playing on YouTube. We have we have normalized this, but it's really affecting our brain. We are unable to focus. But how can you bring yourself back? Try to do one task at a time. Of course, when you're taking a bath, probably it's something that you do very easily. You can, take a bath, listen to a podcast. But when there are things that need concentration, okay, gently nudge your brain back and bring it to focus on one thing. It takes a lot of time, of course. Even when you visualize, whatever it is, don't be harsh with your words. Gently nudge it back. Just like if you were taking care of a child, right? If the child is doing something, you're not going to shout at it, hit it, and then be rude to it. You're gently going to pull it back and ask it to focus. That's exactly how we need to teach our brain to gently come back and be an observer, be a complete observer. If you are, having multiple thoughts, it's fine. Take one thought at a time, but address every thought. Initially, there are so many things that are cluttered in our mind. We need to literally remove those cobwebs one by one, clear it out. But take time, nudge it back, take one thought at a time. And even if you're getting distracted, that's fine. Be an observer, observe the thought, come back. Don't try to become overindulgent in any thought. Okay, these of course take time, and we will take this further with further sessions as well. Okay. All right. Anything else? Yeah. Did I answer you, Vijay, or like?
Yes, you did. Thank you.
Anybody else wants to say something or ask a down? So yeah, I see Vijay, the trio discussing something. Yeah, I want to go, Meghna.
Well, it's very similar to like how we end my yoga practice. I think what is different is the visualizing of what needs to be done every day. I think I'm not good at that. I just do whatever kind of comes up, and sometimes my clients will throw in something that I would not have envisioned, right? So I think even building that into what my game plan is, like having a buffer for one or two things that come in, really helped. So I really like the exercise. Thanks, Aishu.
All right. Okay, so here again, when we are talking about planning your day, right? Of course, there are things that's going to come up, suddenly, and you wouldn't have thought of it. Again, it's the same thing. Don't be harsh on yourself. We have 24 hours only, and time is the only thing that is limited. Okay, so try to fit in what you can in that day, but feel free to push it over to the next day if there are things that you can. Okay, don't overexhaust yourself in a day, because energy for each person is there's a limitation, right? But what's going to happen if you're going to try and completely fill your cup in a day and exhaust yourself? You won't have anything left to start off the next day, right? So it's all right. Again, be gentle with yourself. It's all right to go on and push it to the next day, but plan. And there are some things, give that buffer time. And when I say plan, I don't mean, I used to do this as well. Okay, 10 o'clock to 10:30 client 1, 10:31 to 10:32 or something, 10:40 eat. I mean, like, you can't put minutes, eat breakfast in 8 minutes. I mean, that's going to become very exhaustive. There has to be buffers. It is one body, and you are bound to do so much. You have so much energy, you can do so much. Don't exhaust it in a day because you have certain limitations in your head. I have to do this, I have to finish that, right? So give it time and give it some space, but practicing this on a daily basis will help you focus better, get your work done faster, because it's clear in your head already. So you already know that this is how you draw it. Okay, this is how you draw it. It's already done in your head. You just have to replicate it instead of creating something new, right? So yeah, be gentle with yourself and bring yourself back once you visualize. Yeah.
Hi, Aishwarya.
Hello.
I'm Disha. I'm not part of Airbenders, but just squatting at Meghna and Jaideep and Jaideep's words. So actually, I've been exposed to visualization through some like therapy work that I do. It's like I've tried a few times on field. My question is more regarding on field. Like I've tried visualizing before a point, how that point would go and what I would want to do. So a lot of times there is a gap between what I visualize and what actually happens. So what are the success markers in terms of knowing visualization is working, and if it is not working, then what needs to be done? I mean, not needs to be done, but just like how to improve on areas that are not working.
All right. So I'll keep the answer very short.
Yeah, sorry, this is basically I was asking only for game.
The game. One thing you need to understand that you have visualized something, you have practiced something, but allow space for any kind of changes, because by that I mean everything is not just by you. There are external factors attached to a game, right? When it's a game, there are external factors. There are players, there's weather, for all you know, it could be raining, you can't even see the disc, right? So there are lot of external factors attached to it. But the best way is, so the situation one, I absolutely don't know what I'm doing. I've just practiced something on field, a few drills. And see, drills again is your visualization. If a person is here, then how do I see the person? How do I react? That's a physical form of visualization. Okay, if I've practiced that, it's clear in my head that when there's a person coming here, I need to do this. Okay, but there could be other external factors which you can't control. So now your brain knows that situation A, it knows that, okay, if this happens, I need to do this. It's clear. Even if there are certain external, things coming up, it'll find you, because half of it is already clear. But imagine situation B where you absolutely have no clue, right? So here choose which one's better. Situation A, where you at least know partially that you understand what you have to do, right? So that is where it helps to be at least 50% clear with what you're doing. And you've practiced, so you have physically also visualized and seen and felt how with that situation you can react, right? So it's only about clearing. So if there are a million cobwebs, it's about at least clearing a few out so you can clearly see. I hope this is going to give you more clarity. You can practice it every day and try to see how you can take this further in your everyday practice. But going ahead, we'll have more such tools that you can use in your life and at the game so that you can keep getting better.